Hello, folks. My name is Daniel Cubas. Thank you for joining me on another edition of Danny's Corner, or another. This is my channel. I'm sorry. Sometimes I do get a bit tongue twisted. Welcome to another video here on Danny's Corner, where I want to talk about something that, again, has tainted the nation, has definitely happened a lot of times, and it seems like it's a never-ending cycle. I'm talking about the recent mass shooting in Maine. It happened yesterday, and I'm not going to talk about what happened, who did it, where, or the why. That will be covered in the same places that they have always been covered. Today I want to talk about why is gun violence or violence in general happening in the United States and how we can stop it. Why this keeps on happening over and over and nobody has done anything. If you would like to have related content to this, because some of the things that I'm going to be speaking about during this video are things that you are going to find again in a video that I made some time ago called "The State of the Nation as Told by a Blind Person." And yes, it's a 50-minute video thereabouts. Some people may not like that, but anyway, that's the way things are. In case you don't know who I am a blind person, totally blind person who is making videos to make people aware or help people become aware of blindness, not only physical, but spiritual as well. I'm the one who posts the videos, who edits, and does everything else. With that said, let us begin with this. So why do we have gun violence? Why is it still going on? First of all, I think we can all agree, without citing any articles nor any statistics, that we have more guns than people in the United States. I don't know if that would be a fair assessment, but it sounds to me that it would. The second thing I think we can agree on is that, interestingly enough, we are now now we're realizing, or maybe it's just me, that when all of these mass shootings happen, and I'm talking only the shootings that are reported by the media, national media that is. Just imagine how many local ones that we don't hear about because they are less than 4 we don't hear about. In other words, when we hear about another shooting, a mass shooting, or any other related term, it's usually more than 4. So what I'm trying to say is, imagine all of those shootings that happened when it's locally and there are less than 4 people involved. So you can multiply those gun-related incidents to twice, if not triple, what you may find in a report or a study. So I think that there is much more gun violence then it's being reported, certainly. But the other thing I want to mention is, if you are able to see that whenever there's a mass shooting, interestingly enough, nobody else pulls out a gun. Or maybe, again, maybe it's just me. But for some reason, the only person who seems to have a gun whenever there is a shooting is the person who has planned it out to kill people. Everybody else either has a gun and left it at home, or just doesn't think about that when there's a mass shooting. So the logical question is, why have guns then? With this, I don't want to advocate for, hey, we should all be carrying a gun around no matter where we are. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is, why have all these guns if these guns have not served to protect us? What's the main reason why we have a gun? With that said, let me share with you my 4 or 5 reasons of why we keep on having this gun violence, and why this is not going to end. And in these, you will find the part of the causes of this violence. And as I said, why it's not going to end. The first one is, we have an attitude of superiority. We believe that we are more than, name whatever group you want. 2, we are a nation who is filled with entitled people. 3, we are a nation that is prideful. Excessive pride, I might add. The other one is, we have not known how to control our emotions. There's no self-control within us. 5, one of the things that is also affecting this nation is that we have forgotten how to speak to one another. And I can go on, but the list would be too long. But yeah, a sense of superiority, haughtiness, or prideful obsession. We are obsessed. Now that I think about it too, we have idolatry. So how do all of these fit into, or how can they be woven in to the things that are affecting us? Well, one of the things to remember is, what are we for? And in my guess, and I hope that I'm not the only one, but I believe that one of the major things that's affecting us right now is that one party or a certain group of people are more pro things than pro people. I'm going to repeat that again. a lot of people, especially from a particular party, are more pro things than pro people. So, for example, those people will say, people kill people, guns don't kill people. Those same people will say that we need corporations. Corporations need money. Those people will say that we need to fight for our democracy. Those same people will say we need to protect our flag. We need to protect, insert whatever other American symbol you would like. This is what's going on with America. We have placed value on things first and people second. And what should go first, no matter what, is people first, things second. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, one of the thing here is, are we recognizing that? So the other part to this puzzle is rights. Did I mention in the list that I just gave you that we have been abusing the things that have been given to us? That includes rights. See, I don't mind rights nor any other things that we are supposed to have. But as I have mentioned in The State of the Nation as Told by a Blind Person, we have been brought up to believe that we are the greatest, that we don't need anybody else, everybody else needs us. We have been taught that there is nobody greater than us, that we know how to do everything, etc. You'll find thousands, hundreds of combinations of these same type of attitudes and their sayings. So what can we do when you believe that your right to own a gun or your right to do something is above everybody else's right to be safe? This is where you are an idolater. That's what people are not realizing. We are a nation that idolizes things. This includes guns. It is my Second Amendment to have a gun. That is my right. Yes, it is your right. But unfortunately, so many people who have thought like you have misused that right, have misused what they have been given and used it to harm others. And that's where your right stops. And listen to what people say. How is that my fault? Why should I pay for the things that other people have done? So another thing to take into consideration, that we are a self-centered society. And I think between a sense of superiority, self-centeredness, and idolatry, those are the three main things that are affecting our culture today, along with the ones that I have mentioned, but those are the three. And so if we don't recognize this, we are bound to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. The reason, before I finish this video, the reason that I'm speaking slowly, the reason that I'm pausing a lot is not only because of my speech impediment, which I have talked about, but I do that deliberately so you can understand each word that I am saying, so I don't mince words. I'll talk about more of why I do what I do on another video. I just wanted to mention that very quick. So hopefully with this video, you have gotten some of the main points of the violence, of why we are how we are. And on another video, again, but it's going to be more of the same. I feel that I'm repeating myself. But I will attempt again to tell you exactly or give you some tips on how to stop this, how to remove this. I don't claim to know the truth. I do not. I'm just a blind person giving his own opinion about things. If they work, great. If they don't, oh well. At least I tried. And this is what hundreds, if not thousands of people have done throughout history, is give their own opinion. And if people take it, fine. If people did not take it, oh well. But regardless, there has always been consequences for the actions of human beings when they don't heed the advice of others. If you have enjoyed this video and would like to support me, feel free to do so. You can do that by subscribing, sharing this video, liking this video, and giving me a comment of if you think differently than I do, please no insults. And giving me any suggestions as well. I will talk to you on another video. My name is Danny. Thank you for joining me. Until the next time.